Hello and welcome to another video with Gamers Class, guys. This is Shizzy here, and today I'm going to be talking about a very basic concept that most of you guys already know, but you guys don't really focus on it as much in the lower brackets as the game goes on. Now, the topic that we're going to talk about is harassing in lane. Now, this is a thing that is very important in every lane. We're going to be talking about why it's so important, what it actually gets you, what you actually gain from it, what are the benefits of it, and why it's so important to actually focus on this and do it in a very disciplined way. So without any further ado, let's get right into it.
If you like this kind of content, go to gamersguys.com. For just $10 a month, get your replays analyzed, watch masterclasses with pro players, join weekly coaching sessions, win prizes, and more with our Supreme Dota 2 membership.
So first off, guys, I wanna talk about why it's so important to harass an enemy. Now, the reason why you want to harass an enemy, there's a lot of pointers on this. One, you just want to show dominance in the lane. Okay, Dota is a mental game. And if you're already dominating the enemy in a mental way, he's already starting to feel pressured. And let's say you're playing a Queen of Pain, or basically any mid hero. Almost every mid hero has a lot of harass potential, like Shadow Fiend, like Ember, like Queen of Pain, Puck, Lena, Zeus. All of these heroes do a lot of magical damage and they harass the enemy out. What this is basically gonna do is it's gonna force your enemy to buy a lot of regen, right? And if he doesn't, if he plays greedy, let's say he's not buying regen, you potentially solo kill him, or you zone him out to the point that you're denying every single creep, okay? And you want to do this until the point where he has to make a move. Let's say you harass him to a point where he either has to buy regen, or he plays greedy and he gets solo killed. Or he plays so greedy that he has to play defensively and you start denying every single creep. The idea of harassment, guys, is not to solo kill the enemy. Most people harass the enemy for killing the enemy. No, you don't want to kill him, right? Kills don't matter. I've said this in a lot of videos. Guys, kills do not matter in Dota unless it's the late game and the enemy does not have a buyback, or it's like very big timing or a big fight going on. Overall, in the laning stage, kills absolutely do not matter. Alright, that doesn't mean you won't kill somebody who just wants to die or is roaming around at 100 HP, obviously. But you have to play with this idea that I will not dive for kills. I will not make risky plays for kills. I will just play it disciplined. Okay? And the idea should be something like this. So let's say there's this axe that is laning. Alright? And he's trying to secure some creeps. What I want to do is I want to secure farm as well, but at the same time I want to harass him. So for every creep that he gets, he's gonna get punished. And at the same time, you want to contest the creep, then right click him, then right click him again. And like if he's trying to deny your creeps, and if he misses, let's say he misses the deny or whatever, if he's trying to get his own creep or anything he's trying to do in the lane, he's gonna get punished for it, and you want to punish him. Okay, you cannot let the enemy have a free time. You have to punish him for every move that he's making. If he's going for this creep, I want to punish him. I want to right click him as much as I can. And now he has only one move. Go back, call out some regen, and play a bit defensive. While he's playing defensive, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deny every single creep. He's gonna bring out a self, maybe tangos or whatever, and meanwhile I will just deny creeps and get the better out of this lane. I didn't have to solo kill him, guys, right? Like, he died obviously, but in a normal game nobody's gonna die like that. What they're gonna do is they're just gonna go back, and meanwhile you just free farm in the lane and you control the creep wave on your high ground. So it is very hard for the enemy to walk all the way from their tower to your tower. If they're playing defensively, right, they're gonna be playing under their tower, and they'll have to walk all the way to here to get CS, and then you start harassing them again, and then they're gonna feel more pressured. And keep in mind, when you're playing like this, you will outlevel the enemy anyways. Another thing I want to talk about, the discipline thing I was talking about earlier as well. That kills don't matter. So what does a kill give you guys? It gives you gold and experience. That's two things you get, right? And you get some mental dominance on the enemy that you solo kill them, right? So these are the three things you get, but in numerical terms, you're getting gold and experience, okay? And what do you get out of farming in a free lane? Gold and experience, right? So let's say that you're denying the enemy all the gold because you're harassing them so hard, and you're denying them experience, some of the experience, because you're denying most of the creeps because it's a free lane, since you've zoned out the enemy so hard with your harassment now that he can't really do much. Okay, so what's eventually gonna happen is that you will still have the farm and the experience even without killing the enemy. So that's why killing is not that important, but securing the lane and harassing the enemy is way more important. If you kill the enemy, right, and you commit all your resources for it, let's say you dive him under the tower, and now you have only 100 HP left, you have no mana left, he will respawn in about 15 to 20 seconds, and by the time he's back, you are gonna be the one calling out salves and mangoes or bottle or whatever, and eventually you get 200 gold for killing an enemy in the early game, around 200 to 250. You buy a salve, you buy a mango, or a clarity or whatever, and eventually most of the gold is already gone. So there's no point, right? So killing enemies early on is not that effective. But securing the rune, securing the lane, securing creeps, denying creeps is way more important. And that's how you want to go into your games when you're playing your pubs. Not only do you take away a lot of gold from them when you're denying creeps and experience, at the same time, if you force the enemy to buy regen more than you are forcing them to buy stuff that does not give any value. Buying a salve, guys, does not give any net worth. It does not increase your net worth. If the enemy is constantly buying salves or tangos, it is not gonna help him going into the mid game. It's not gonna help him scale. He's just buying it so he can sustain the lane, and nobody feels good about buying a lot of salves or tangos. So that's gonna put a lot of mental pressure on the enemy as well. So these were some of the tips that I wanted to talk about in regards of harassment. If you guys keep this in mind when you're going into your games, this is just not a mid lane theory. This works on safe lane and off lane as well. It obviously works the best on the mid lane, but if you guys keep these things in mind, you will definitely have a better game in your pubs, and you will have a much higher chance of winning your games as long as you keep this mindset in your head throughout the game. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Shizzy Dota signing out.